All right, let's get right into it. We're about to pull back the curtain on this powerful little glitch in your brain that secretly influences who you trust, who you hire, and yeah, even who you fall for. It's called the halo effect, and believe me, it's running in the background of your life whether you realize it or not.
Okay, so picture this. You're being rushed into emergency surgery. You have to make a split-second call on who's going to operate on you, and all you have to go on is how they look. Who do you pick, Dr. A or Dr. B? Just go with your gut. Got your choice? Good. Hold on to that feeling.
So if you found yourself leaning towards one of them just because they, looked more like a doctor, you're not alone. Not by a long shot. You've just fallen for one of the oldest and most powerful biases in human psychology. So what is it exactly? Well, the halo effect is basically when one single positive thing about a person, and let's be honest, it's usually how attractive they are, creates this kind of glowing halo around them in our minds, and that halo makes us automatically assume everything else about them must be great too. We just think they're smarter, funnier, more trustworthy, all from that one first impression. And listen, this is not some new age idea someone just cooked up. This thing was first spotted way back in 1907. By 1920, a psychologist named Edward Thorndike actually proved it. He found that military commanders who thought their officers were physically impressive also ranked them higher in completely unrelated areas like intelligence and leadership. They just couldn't see past that halo. Now, to really get how deep this thing goes, let's think of it like an iceberg. We're going to start at the top, right at the surface, the part everybody sees. This is where the halo effect shows up in our day-to-day lives.
And I mean, it is everywhere. On dating apps, it's pretty much the engine driving every single swipe. In job interviews, those first impressions are made in a flash, but it also pops up in some pretty shocking places, like in schools with teacher favoritism, and even in courtrooms where, get this, studies show that attractive people often get lighter sentences. It's wild.
And here's the proof. Check this out. One study looked at students who are rated as above average in appearance. In their regular face-to-face classes, they got better grades. But when those exact same students took classes online when nobody could see them, their grades dropped. A lot. The moment you took the halo away, poof, the advantage just vanished. This one just illustrates it perfectly. There was this social experiment where a guy in ragged clothes asked people for money, and he was pretty much ignored. But then, that same guy cleaned up and put in a nice suit, went out and asked again. This time, people not only stopped, they actually gave him money. They created a whole halo for him based on nothing but his clothes.
Okay, time to go below the surface. This is where the halo effect stops being about simple first impressions and starts granting people these almost superpower-like social advantages that most of us don't even see happening.
And here's what's so crucial to understand. The halo isn't just about being born with great looks. You can actually create one with your behavior. A single trait, something as simple as being enthusiastic, can be so powerful that it completely changes how people hear your words and see your actions. I mean, they proved this in this amazing experiment. They had an actor named Dan make 2 dating videos using the exact same script word for word. In the first one, he was upbeat, he was enthusiastic. The women who watched it said he was honest, trustworthy, even manly. They thought his little flaws were charming. But in the second video, where Dan read the exact same words but in a negative, downbeat way, that group of women called him self-centered and arrogant. It was the same guy, same words, only the halo was different. So what does having a strong halo actually get you in life? Well, it comes with these incredible hidden perks. You get something called authority projection, where people just defer to you, even when you're totally wrong. You get friendship gravity, where you don't really have to chase friendships, people are just pulled into your orbit. And maybe the craziest one, greater forgiveness. People are so drawn to your presence, they'll forgive your mistakes just to keep you around. All right, now we're going all the way down to the deepest level of the iceberg. This is where things get really, really weird. This is where the halo effect stops feeling like a bias and starts to feel more like a glitch in the code of reality itself. Yeah, forget just influencing how people see you. At this level, we're talking about the power to fundamentally change how people experience the world around you, how they remember the past, and even what's happening inside their own bodies. Because this isn't just a mind game, it's biological. When your brain sees someone it finds really attractive, it can get a literal chemical hit. A jolt of dopamine and serotonin that makes you feel good and, well, completely clouds your judgment. It's a rush, kind of like a drug.
And that chemical reaction, it leads to some pretty shocking consequences. You get cultural immunity, which is this ability to say or do pretty wild things without getting canceled. Then there's manipulation leeway, where charisma basically short-circuits people's logic. There's even hormonal optimization. All that positive feedback can actually boost the halo wearer's own feel-good chemicals. But the biggest one, the most powerful one, it can actually rewrite memories.
Now, think about that for a second. It means if someone with a powerful halo does you wrong, your own brain might actually fight to protect them. It could literally edit out the bad memory and put them right back up on that pedestal, because your mind is desperate to preserve the idea that this person is special. It changes your own history.
Okay, let's come back up for air. Now that we've seen just how deep this glitch goes, let's zoom out and look at the big picture. Its evil twin, and how this ancient bit of brain programming is being used against us on a massive scale.
You gotta know, this thing works both ways. The opposite is called the horn effect, and it's the exact same mechanism, just in reverse. One single negative trait, maybe a weird haircut or one awkward comment, can cast this dark shadow over someone, making us assume everything else about them must be bad too.
And when you scale this up to millions of people, it's more than a bias. It's a biological trick. See, our brains evolved in small tribes where we'd look up to the best hunter or the wisest leader for cues. We're still running on that ancient software, wired to admire whoever has our collective attention.
Joe Rogan put it perfectly. We've just transferred that old instinct onto celebrities. Our brains can't tell the difference. When we see a movie star on a 20-foot screen with dramatic music and perfect lines, our tribal programming just kicks right in. We get sucked in, and we start treating them like they're a real-life hero.
And this has huge implications for society, especially in politics. When this biological trick takes over, some people argue that elections can turn into popularity contests. A charismatic, good-looking candidate can grab our attention, and suddenly their halo makes their personality seem way more important than their actual policies.
So, there you have it, the halo effect, from the everyday biases all the way down to its reality-bending core. I guess the only question left to ask is, now that you know about this powerful glitch in your own programming, whose halo is blinding you? A celebrity, a politician, your boss? Who in your life is wearing a halo so bright you can't see who they really are?